Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Salve, ciao. How are you, friend?
I forgot you went over to a foreign country. You gonna come back talking to me? How you talking to me, girl? Hi, friend.
Ciao,
I missed you so much. I was so sad and lonely. It's been a lonely week.
Don't be like that.
How was your trip?
Listen, hey y'all, trip was great. I had a fantabulous time in the beautiful Rome, Italy. It was, they call it Roma, we call it Rome. It was perfect. It was so nice. I had such a good time. I don't even know where to start. I won't start because I'll talk this whole freaking stream about Rome, but I had a fabulous time. Can't wait to go back. It was nice. I love in the words of my mama, y'all know my mama is my heart, and she's kind of country, like way worse than me. And so our running joke is when we go have Italian food, she always say, I need some more of that Italian dressing. She says Italian. So yeah, the Italians, they are very pleasant, beautiful people. I had a blast. How was your week, friend?
It was good. It was long. I worked really hard all week. I went to go see Creed, friend. Did you go see Creed?
So listen, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to see Creed while I was over in Rome. I mean, that wasn't one of my things on my to-do list. So I went today, up in the daytime, saw a matinee, and Creed was so good. Listen, shout out to Ryan Coogler, to his brother, to Michael B. Jordan on his directorial debut. Man, friend, there were so many layers. Shout out to Terrence Crawford. Shout out to Jose Benavidez. Your favorite Cinnabons was in that thing. Listen, how did you feel? I felt really invested in that. How did you feel?
I was in that bitch boo-hooing like an infant child. By the time I left that movie, I had realized I didn't got too close to boxing.
Haven't we?
I have gotten entirely too close to boxing. I was in there. I mean, when I tell you crocodile tears, baby, couldn't stop them tears. When I say could not, I was in there bawling.
Wasn't he good?
It was better than the first two.
I didn't know what to expect in a part 3, because sometimes folks do too many. The storyline was so well written. Okay, listen, spoiler alert. If you guys have not watched Creed, if you haven't seen Creed yet, you know, we finna talk about it. Okay.
Come back.
Yeah. You might want to come back in like 5 to 7 minutes, because we about to talk about Creed if you haven't watched it. Okay. We about to spoiler alert. Okay. Friend, first of all, I know why you were crying. What is it going on with these Ryan Coogler movies? The mama died in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and the mama died in Creed. Girl!
Listen, I wasn't expecting that. And for them to have argued, before she passed away and he really didn't get to resolve that, that's what bothered me the most.
Wasn't that heartbreaking?
I was totally devastated. I was like, wowzers.
Oh my God. So, okay, y'all might not want to leave. You might just want to put volume on mute or something. But anyway, listen. Okay, so it was so well written. I loved the story. What is his name? Diamond Dame. The antagonist in this movie. He really wasn't an antagonist. Like, he had a real story. He had a real reason to be a little bit salty. I'll say that. He had a reason to be a little bit salty. And I loved how they wrote the story and they were able to tie up the loose rings. My favorite part of the entire movie is their fight scene sequence. There were so many layers to this. Every Black man in America should watch the movie. I think it will something about the movie will be relatable to you on some level. I'll just say that. I ain't gonna completely spoil it for folks who haven't seen it yet, but go see Creed. Okay. Tell them what you thought about Terrence Crawford in this movie, friend. Tell me
Budrick is gonna make a great trainer. He wasn't acting, he was just being himself. And to see, like, I never really pay attention to him in the gym with his peers, but I'm going to start paying attention to it now because I'm more than sure Bud is going to be an extremely great trainer. Like, they can go ahead and put Bomac out of his misery, take him back off in the field, let Bud do it. He ain't gonna do nothing but eat himself to death anyway.
ma'am, 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 we said we were gonna be nice. Okay. But really though, y'all, it wasn't like he had like this huge role in the movie, but the small parts that he did play, they were really believable, really good. I mean, it wasn't going much outside of who he is. He's a boxer, but he looked good on camera. And now Jose had a nice little supporting role in this movie, y'all. I was really impressed with Jose Benavidez. He had a really good supporting role in this movie and he held his own. I was really proud of him. I just thought it was a very well put together script. I love the way it was written. I love the way they incorporated real boxing into this movie. I remember BOXIANA and I went to the Spence and Ugas fight. And I remember my mom saying to me, what is Michael B. Jordan doing here? Why he at the fight? Why he all in the ring and stuff like that? And we couldn't figure out for the life of us. You know, we figured it had something to do with Creed, but we didn't really know. There's no scenes from the fight in that movie, but I think he was just doing in-depth research about boxing and everything that goes on surrounding boxing because all of that was used in this movie. It was so good. I loved how they incorporated him, becoming a manager and the business side of boxing. And I can see how promoters who promote the same fighter can like have a class. It's a lot, but it's really well done. Very well done. And I want y'all to watch it so we can really talk about it. I need y'all to come back in the chat and talk about it with us. But go see Creed 3. Go see Creed 3. Friend, what you reading? Because I know you read them comments. What you see? Y'all come on in the room.
I ain't reading them comments.
What you reading?
I'm not reading anything. It's my mom and my sister and the sirens.
Y'all come on in the room.
I'm tired of living here. But no, you know what though? I want to go see it again. I have to see it again because I feel like if I watch it again, I'm going to see something that I missed the first time because I was so like caught up in I couldn't break away from it. And the Dame and Creed on the beach friend. I was like, I ain't never gonna let big dog me in front of the people and then hit me. The audacity of you.
He had to walk away because he was completely out of his element.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hell nah. That's why I don't go nowhere alone. I always got one fighter with me.
And you know what? That's crazy because I go dolo solo all the time. I'm always going solo. Now, I wouldn't go somewhere where I knew it was going to be friction like that by myself. But, man, so y'all go see the movie. Go see the movie.
You got to, because Canelo is in there. When I listen. I looked up. I looked up. My eyes met with the eyes that was sitting next to me. I was like, oh, why you looking at me? I see you over there, your fucking cinnamon head colored ass boyfriend. Calm down. Calm down. Canelo is still the face of boxing. Cause okay, whatever. Do y'all want to fight or what?
We not gonna fight, but we gonna talk about it, honey. Cause somebody else feel like they the face of boxing already.
And he ain't yet. And yes, I say yet. Are we drinking the same thing except for mine is a little bit more ghetto?
White wine.
Oh.
Pinot Grigio.
Oh no. I see what type of night it's gonna be. Real good.
We missed y'all. Come on in the room. What's up, Miami Snoopy 305, T9's boxing class, gun toting, specs. I think that's what that is. Hey, Nakia Anthony 77, how you doing, girl? Hey, Chicago Al, how are you? Willie Williams, how you doing? Nakia, she came back in here. She says, look, why do people think it was cool to call you white on Twitter, BOXIANA? So disrespectful.
You know what?
Renee over there, that's why you the Caucasian today?
That's why I'm the Caucasian today. I've been called a whole lot of things. I've been called a whole lot of things. But a white woman,
a pilgrim,
they called me a woman from the mountain of Caucasus.
A colonizer.
Do I look like? Maybe I do, friend.
No.
Maybe I do.
No.
From now on, I identify as a white woman.
Is that what you identify as?
I do. I identify as a white woman. You can now refer to me as Karen. I'll take that.
Karen?
Karen.
What happened to Araceli?
Nah, they call me white.
Phenomenal Mexican comes through with the best. BOXIANA plant.
I feel like you want to get kicked out and you just got here.
Oh, that was good.
They called me white.
I'm sorry, that was good. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing.
White?
I don't know what did you say that made him think that?
Because what's that little biscuit head boy that used to play football? What's his name, friend?
Oh, LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy. Sir, calm down. I said, who do we know this nigga? And I meant in boxing. I didn't mean periodly. But the football people was like, oh, this bitch dumb. You ain't no sports fanatic. I was like, oh, I just came here to piss you guys off. And apparently I did a thing.
You did.
They called me white.
That's what
I didn't have no problem with being white.
Is that why he called you that?
Yes, that's why he called me white.
Oh,
then went on to call me a white tomboy because he was like, you use the N-word. That makes you 100 times less what do you say? It makes you 100 times less attractive. So now I'm a Caucasian tomboy. Call me Rose. Speaking of Rose, we gonna listen, y'all. My friend didn't got me, and V didn't got me. They didn't put me on UFC.
Oh, you know Thug Rose. You know Thug Rose. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I watched that damn fight last weekend, Grosso. And yeah, friend, listen. I didn't think I could get with UFC.
Yes.
Say, man.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
It was a big night for UFC. John Jones returned. That was a huge night. Huge night. Good. We'll have some other things to talk about. Yeah, y'all come on in the room. Hey, Kizzy Hayes, how you doing? No Filter Tony, aka Uber Gas. Bo Deezy, the late bloomer, how are you? Oak Cliff Sensei, how you doing? What's up, Phenomenal Mexican? He said, salute Passport, Nika That was before he knew you were from the mountains of
I'm Karen now. Karen.
Sorry, Quill. I ain't talking about your auntie. I'm so sorry. My bad. Mm. Oh yeah, Quill says Jonathan Majors went to middle school and high school with her. He's from Dallas. A lot of people don't know that. The guy, Damien, from Creed, he's from Dallas. He's actually from Dallas. Girl, you know a lot of folks. She went to damn school with EJ too. Anyway, all around strong. Thank you for coming. Mm-hmm. Jay Grant Jr., how you doing, Coach Amber? My girl, how you doing? King Mitch, being boxing news. How you doing, Carolyn Joe? Oh, look at is that my Aunt Julie? Oh, that's my ain't even rolled up in the chat, Joe. Oh, okay, Jay Gray, I gotta watch my mouth. Lord have mercy, I got pressure on me. Okay, dang father, how you doing, Coach Emma Marcus? Just K, phenomenal Bodie's. Hey, Shogun, Ed 1050. 704 Joe, how you doing? Let's see who got John Nori. Peace be free. Let me see. I got another super chat. Condo. How you doing, Condo LBC or nothing? Hashtag 82. Number 82. He says, hey, my sexy ladies, Nik J and BOXIANA. I still gotta go see it. Heard it's fire. It is. It is. If y'all have not seen Creed, please go see it. What's up, Curtis Price? How you doing? Not me. Run y'all. How you doing? AJ64. Y'all come on in the room. Peace be free. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Hey, Keisha girl, Picasso. How you doing? Come on in. Come on in. I could cuss tonight, y'all. That's my auntie. She probably the one that got me cussing in the first place, cause her mouth and my mama's mouth is something else. The rest of my aunties don't cuss, but that one and my mama, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. There's a lot going on, y'all. So I was gone, but I was trying to keep up with what was going on this week in boxing. It was a lot, a whole lot going on. So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to get the business out of the way because we just had a weigh-in like maybe an hour or so ago. We had the weigh-in for Tim Tszyu and our guy Harrison, okay? Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu, they'll be fighting tomorrow in Australia. We just saw the weigh-in. Friend, how did you feel about the weigh-in? Tell me how they looked on the scale. Tell me who you have winning the fight. Okay, we're gonna get these fight predictions and this weigh-in coverage out of the way so we can get to the mess. Go ahead. Don't leave.
I wasn't trying to leave. I hit the wrong button, friend. They both look great on the scale. Mm-hmm. They both look great. I watched the presser. Tim came out in his Matrix suit with the glasses. They gave him the 100-mile walk. Tony Harrison came out there looking like he was finna play pickup. He had on some jean shorts, them glasses that he loves so much.
Them gazelles.
And them damn shoes, friend. Them shoes that he can't keep off his feet. I just knew it was gonna be some bullshit. And the way he was looking at Tim walk out, like, I ain't get one of these. So he decided to come out there and tell jokes. The whole entire freaking presser, like, he funny. He is 100%ly like the gift of gab. He got that shit so fucking good. It's not even funny. We about even, friend. But I don't know. I think Tony talk a little bit better talk than me. I think he
good. He good.
He is good. He is good. Like I said, they both look good on the scales. I hope Tony said he was able to lose this weight, right? So his reasoning for losing the 3 fights that he did lose was because he lost the weight wrong. So his conditioning was bad. So he said he felt good. He was talking good. So I'm hoping those 2 things hold up for him, or it might not end like we wanted to end, which is Tim would have win. But I mean, with Tony would have win. But Tim ain't fought nobody. This is a big stage, different kind of stage. He up there with that talker. He gonna be in that ring talking to him too, fucking with him too. So I'm just hoping Tony's conditioning hold up for him. It's gonna be a good fight. I do believe. I think so. I hope so. I hope Tony don't get beat up. I'm gonna go with Tony, friend. I'm gonna go with Tony because the experience and because I like Tony Harrison. I think Tony Harrison is that guy. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go politically correct. I'm gonna go Tony Harrison with the W. That's all. That's it. You muted. Unmute yourself.
Okay. No filter came through with your exact same sentiments. I don't know if you're choosing knockout, but no filter Tony, aka Ubergas, says so. I have Tony Harrison winning by knockout. Do you have him winning by knockout, or do you have him on decision, or how do you have that going?
I'm gonna get Tony on the decision. I hadn't really seen Tony knock anybody out in a while. So I'm not gonna sit up and be like, oh yeah, Tony finna knock his ass out. I'm gonna say Tony by decision.
Okay, Tony by decision. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I have to agree. I'm gonna go ahead and both guys came in on weight, actually a little below the limit. Um, I know Tony's a taller guy, so he looks a little lankier, a little thinner, a little frailer, but he's been, you know, on par to make weight for a long time. I can remember maybe a month ago him posting on Twitter his weight. So he has been constantly, getting down and getting down healthily. Um, so I think he's prepared. I believe him when he says he wants this trilogy with Harrison. And I know that he knows this is the quickest, the fastest, the easiest, and the best way for him to get that done. He has to beat Tim Zoo to do it. Now, Tim ain't no bitch, and Tim ain't no punk. So I'm not saying Tony by knockout, but I think Tony has the ability to outbox anybody at 154. And I will always say that. He has the ability to outbox anyone at 154. Hence is why I want to see the trilogy again. However, Tony has a tendency of being not as focused as he should be the entire fight. He can't afford to slip up. He cannot afford to lose focus, not even a nanosecond in this fight, because Tim is a powerful mother. Tim can punch. If he slips up and gets caught, I don't know how he's going to react to that. We've seen him not react so well to when he gets caught. Now, I ain't saying Tim Zoo is no Charlo. He ain't Mel Charlo, but he got power. Okay, so I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm going to choose Tony Harrison by split decision. I'm not going to say split decision because I don't think he can win a split decision in Australia. He's going to have to outbox him unanimously to get a decision. And he's going to have to do that and be smart and stay focused the entire fight. The entire fight. He kind of, like you said, friend, he's a talker. So he has the personality. He has a great personality. And sometimes he can get caught up in being the personality guy in the ring. That's not the time to have personality. That's the time to be focused and stay focused. So, Tony, I hope you stay focused the entire fight. If he can do that, I think he could easily win this fight. It's his focus that I'm worried about more than anything else. But I hope he does it. And friend, if he does do it, I know you have not been an advocate of him in a trilogy. If he wins this fight, he has earned the right to fight Mel Charlo for the third time. How do you feel about that? Is that something you want?
It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
A no?
It's a no for me. I do not want to see him in Magamel. No.
Friend, what do you mean?
I do not want to see it. I do not want to see it at all.
Why?
Friend, I don't want to see Magamel beat up on that boy. No. Please. I don't want to see it. And nobody's going to force me to want to see it either. I don't want to see Magamel beat up on Tony Harrison, just like I don't want to see Errol Smith Jr. beat up on Tony Harrison, okay? That's all. That's it. No, I don't want to see it, friend. No.
This is boxing.
Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is. Leave Tony Harrison out of that part of boxing. He don't need to get knocked out in front of people. He don't need to get hurt badly in front of nobody.
Well, if he doesn't fight, if he wins, his goal, he set out his mouth. He wants that trilogy. Okay, you don't want it for him, but he's got to fight somebody. Who else is he gonna fight? You want him to fight for
Danny Garcia at 154.
Danny?
I already said that. I told you. That's what I said. Or he can take on training full time. Those are the only options at that point. He don't get no job. He don't get nothing. He get to sit at home or he get to train.
He can't fight Lubin.
Lubin needs to sit his ass at the house. Y'all really want to see Erickson Lubin back in the ring? Let's just be frank. After the last time that you saw him, you want to see Erickson Lubin back in the ring?
If he want to be back in the ring, who am I to say no?
I don't want to see Elephant Man Volume 2. Because once that tissue get tore up in your face like that, guess what's going to happen, friend? It's going to be easily to tear that tissue up in your face again. Why? Fine. Let him fight Mega Male. Okay? He fight Mega Male. He's going to lose.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
All right, well, we got to be frank. Y'all know Mega Male, my guy. So if I got to run Tony Harrison in the mud for Mega Male, I'm finna do it. So with the as Mega Male's PR person, if it go down, Tony Harrison's going to get knocked the fuck out. Jaw jacked. He didn't look that good in his last 3 fights.
Damn, why you going at Tony like this?
I'm just saying, don't ask me about no Mega Male, then you're going to force me to be honest. I don't want to be I like saying he either going to retire or he's going to be a trainer full time. I don't want to have to talk about Tony Harrison and give you the reasons why I want to say the things that I say. I want Tony to retire or be a trainer full time. He don't need to get back in the ring with no Mega Male. If Errol Spence Jr. decides to go up to 154, he don't need to get in the ring with him.
Now, you know what, friend? And I know I'm biased in saying this, but I don't care. I would prefer him fight Mega Male than I would prefer him fight Errol Spence Jr.
Now, okay. So we just got to be frank, okay? He needs to stay away from both of them. With 2 F's, E, and an M. Okay? Both of them. Both of them.
The only reason why I do entertain him fighting Male again, I did not have him winning that first fight, but he won it. Okay? The second fight, before the knockout, Tony Harrison was winning that fight. The small lapse in focus is what cost him that fight. And so if he can put 12 rounds together, because I don't think he can knock Mel out, but if he can put 12 rounds of really good boxing together, he can win. Can he do that? Is the question.
Because that first fight, y'all didn't know. Cool. That second fight, he got his ass knocked out. What happened in the third fight?
We gonna see.
He got his ass knocked out. I can just tell you already.
No.
And y'all listen. You better listen to me.
That.
I'm Mega Mel's PR person. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. It's gonna start off the same damn way that second fight started off. Tony Harrison gonna get in there. He gonna be hitting Mega Mel. He gonna give Mega Mel too much time to read him. Tony gonna get tired. Mega Mel gonna knock him out.
I don't see. I gotta see what happens in this Tim Tszyu fight.
Mega Mel for the win.
I gotta
Mega
see
Mel in 9. I'm just gonna live it up just a little bit. Mega Mel in 9.
Friend. Oh, DJ
Mega
Fresh,
Mel
how
in
you
9.
doing? DJ Fresh, thank you. He says, keep it up, family. Love
y'all. Hi, baby. Oh, that's my son.
Oh, hey, sweet boy.
You're so sweet.
Hey, really think that's the trilogy that I want. I be calling for a good trilogy. I think that's an absolute wonderful trilogy. And this is the other thing. Mel is coming off of an injury. We don't know what his hand is gonna be like. We
I
don't
can
know.
tell you. I can tell you.
Go ahead.
You want to know how I know?
I want to know.
I had that injury a couple of times. My hand just fucking fine. I can still beat your ass with the same way I did before I broke it.
Well, speaking of Mel, I think it was a phenomenal move by Showtime in having him to be a commentator for this fight. I cannot wait to hear his commentary. We all know that Mel is a loose cannon, so I cannot wait to hear his commentary on this fight tomorrow night. I think that is an added bonus to the telecast, and kudos to them for even thinking to do that, and kudos to him for agreeing to do it. Now, this is the other thing that I will say, since we're talking about Mega Mel. I remember a couple of months ago, he was doing like a fashion spread for Adidas, and piggybacking off of the love for Creed, I think, listen, we need to really be PR. We need to be behind the scenes working with these fighters. Listen, y'all tag your favorite fighters. Let them know that your girls over here at Queens of the Ring, we have phenomenal ideas and career-changing ideas for these boxers, okay? So I know folks will be listening to us. They ain't going to say they listening to us, but I know they be listening to us because it ain't going to give us credit for this, but I'm going to just say, we preach style, and when you're the champ, representing a certain way when you're on camera and whatnot. And so in this Creed movie, Adonis Creed looked the part of the champion at all times. Even in his casual dress, this man was styled to the nines. But when he wore them suits, okay, the pinstripe suit, the pinstripe gray suit, the blue, the all blue ensemble, the man hangs a suit like no other. I'm saying all that to say, when I was traveling abroad, in these malls of these major airports and in these high fashion stores and stuff, they have movie stars that are doing the print work, right? I saw Mel doing print work for Adidas. You guys have the physique to wear and lay suits and to be, spokesmen for high-end fashion or high-end colognes. Like, I can see Mel. I saw Idris Elba in the airport in Toronto, France. He was wearing, he was suited and booted, and I think he was in an ad for a cologne. And I thought to myself, like you said, we way too invested in this boxing, because the first thing I thought was, that could have been Mel. Or that could have been Errol. Listen, looking nice is a plus. And I'm going to get back to this when we talk about Ryan and Tank. Okay. I'm going to get back to this. Okay. So listen, we're moving along. There's a lot to tackle. Come on in the room, y'all. Tony Harris and Tim Tszyu is tomorrow. But it seems as though they've been completely overshadowed this week by Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Their press conferences were to earlier this week. They've had two. Had one in New York, then they had the other in Los Angeles yesterday. Friend, I want you to talk about these press conferences. I want you to talk about these boxers, what you got from them when you saw them and when you heard them. How did you feel? What were your thoughts? Go ahead. I'm gonna put myself on mute because I gotta hear this. We have not talked about this, y'all. So this is gonna be my first time hearing my good sister's views on all of this. Let me get this super chat. Yeah, Nick feeling good rolling in the photo. The wine is
It's hitting
the
today.
wine.
Today.
So Zorro De Vega, he said, shout out to the white girl on the panel. Yes, shout out to my good girl.
So
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm on mute.
I, the presser in New York. Let me tell you, I know we be late. Okay, we be late. We supposed to start this at 9:30. Sometimes we don't get here till like 9:45, but we have excuses. Okay. The press conference started at 3 o'clock. It didn't start till 4:30. I felt like I was at a black church. I was like, okay. You know how they start singing a song and then another song come and then another song come and then they do offering. Then they get up and do another song.
A, B, C, D, E selection. Yeah.
Hello. I was like, okay, so are we gonna start? So the two weirdo guys, let me tell you, I don't like the people that do the announcers for the YouTube part of the card. It's giving y'all should hire us because we can give you way more content than them two weirdos. Like I wanted to call them another word. Maybe I should put this cup down because the F bombs will start rolling around this bitch. I'm not gonna do that. But they're really weird. I don't like some of the stuff that they were saying. One guy, Ariel, and it wasn't that was in the California presser. He was like, I got a picture of Ryan Garcia in my bedroom. I was like, what? You got who? He was like, yeah, I got a picture of Ryan Garcia in my bedroom. I was like, you a fucking. I didn't say it out loud. I didn't say it out loud, but that's how I felt when he said that. Like, weird, sir. Hello. Um, I'm gonna tell you what I liked about the press conference. Where I tell you, um, the first thing that I liked about the presser, because I didn't even know he was there, but I was looking for Jupe. When I see Jupe, I know Jupe when I see Jupe. Jupe is strong. It smells really loud. It might have been Curve, the green Curve. It was Jupe Curve. It was one of those two. Cool water. It might have been come back, friend. Cool water. That's what it was. Cool water. He didn't look like cool water. He looked like he smelled like a little bit of money. Leonard Ellerby. I said, hello, Leonard.
Girl, did you see?
Lenny was looking like he wanted to pay a couple of bills.
Listen.
Okay.
Y'all, we be shitting on Leonard,
We do.
but we have to give props.
Leonard looked like a newfound Isley. He looked like he wanted to get out there and sing, baby. When I say sing,
Atlantis.
he wanted to sing. He was dressed nice. It didn't look like he had on no overpowering cologne. And let me tell you else who be fly than a motherfucker. Goddamn Joe Goosey.
You
Listen,
know,
he didn't even have on no jean suit this time. And I was like, I was a little disappointed. Let me say that. But that white man be putting that shit on. Okay? I don't know what kind of African American he got roaming around his house. But let me tell you, ain't no white man pulling no shit like that out of his closet. Putting that shit on the way Joe be putting that shit on. G Joe, you better show them how to do it, Joe. The old school men at the presser knew what to do. They looked like the part. I was very proud to see it. I was like, Joe, you look, yes. Lenny, yes. And then the boys came out. Now, don't get me wrong. Come back, friend. No, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Okay. Now, that fucking purple blue fur, that Javante Davis, he had me searching the goddamn internet for a replica of that bitch all day. I wanted that bad, friend. I wanted that bad. I gotta have it. It's a must. And I don't mean musty. It's a must. Okay. It's a must that I have that fucking fur, friend. Not a musty. I don't want the musty. And if I get it and don't smell right, it got to go back to where it came from. But that bitch he had that bitch on. The glasses, I'm a fan of softball. You know, and baseball glasses, they hit me right in my spirit. Them two together, I ain't gonna say I would have done that at the same time, but he had that shit on and I could appreciate it. Now, I'm gonna tell you where the line started to get drawn, okay? And this argument about this fucking bag, purse, satchel, matchel, merce, okay? I don't know if it was a purse. I don't know if it was a merce. I don't know if it was a satchel. I know you young guys, I know y'all like to put them fucking bags on with y'all clothes, okay? And it wasn't the fact that he had a bag. It was the fact that he was holding that bitch how I hold my shit when I'm finna go cuss somebody out that they made my man food wrong. He looked just like me walking into that motherfucking arena with that goddamn purse. Cause I don't carry no purse, so I don't know how to carry that bitch. I carry that bitch by the handle down on my side where that bitch almost dragging the ground. Okay, cause I'm a tomboy. Like I don't carry no fucking purses. But don't carry that bitch if you ain't gonna strap it around your body how that bitch go. Cause I know how it was supposed to go. Ryan Garcia, he was dressed like an NSYNC boy. You remember Backstreet Boys? He went right in the 90s closet and was like, let me get this shit. He had on a puffer coat. You know how long it's been since I seen a puffer coat? I ain't seen a puffer jacket since I was in high school. Shit, middle school, if I might be correct. Shit, I was like, God damn. But overall, everybody was tacky except for the old man. So we get to California. And I'm like, okay, Cali is gonna go better. Okay. Tank looked like a rocker, a black emo. It's silver teeth. Okay. That's what I don't know what else to call it. I'll tell you what I gave him credit for. He got some credit for me, okay, with the outfits. That motherfucking vintage Oscar de la Hoya he had on, classic motherfucking mind game maneuver. Okay? Bernard Hopkins was out there looking like Uncle Snitch. That was the first time I've ever seen Oscar de la Hoya unhigh. He looked normal. Unhigh. He was unhigh. He was friend. Normally when you see him, his eyes is all buck, and he be sitting there and he be and talking and he be doing that shit with his teeth, about to bust them teeth in the back of his mouth. Like, I don't know, friend. Ryan Garcia's pants covered his whole entire shoe. That was them Jinko jeans. You remember them boys used to wear them Jinko jeans? Them was Jinko jeans with all attachments and the pockets and shit on it. Hey, I don't know where these young kids getting their clothes. My boy don't dress like that. My son is very plain jeans, skinny jeans. They got to be skinny. If they got too much ankle on them, my kid ain't gonna wear them. Okay, t-shirt, nice sneakers. He may or may not wear a hat. Where these? They need to stay out of Fashion Week. I ain't never knew so many boys go to Fashion Week. And then he had another purse, a merce in Cali. He did. This merce was black, but he said he had that thing on him in that one, which I can understand. But you're a man. It's plenty of places for you to put that. You didn't have to put it in a merce. I don't carry my shit in a merce. I carry my shit on me. Just for the record, don't ever try to come at me. You might get shot. It is what it is. Why he had to put it in a purse? A merce. But that's his business. I'm not calling him. I don't think the man's gay because he carries a bag. Okay. I don't think, because I have to say this, because people get on the internet and they start running their mouth like this is the de-emasculation of men. This let me know that you black asses don't fucking travel and go nowhere. Because if we got to be technical, they got these fucking bags from these white boys and these Asians they wear that shit. Y'all are actually late to the fucking party. They don't call they men. Go ahead, friend. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it. I'm just saying. They are late to the party. They're just now getting the bags where they've been doing that shit. Where they from? Okay. I don't think the man is gay because he had a bag. I don't think Ryan Garcia is gay because he had on a puffer jacket. I just think these kids are wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear, and they don't have to have no judgment for it. If you want to come out there with some jeans and some drawers, that's on you, sir. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just gonna say, okay. But I can't get with this whole de-emasculation of men and y'all doing all this shit with these purses and bags. Listen, either you like boys or you don't. Either you like them or you don't. There is no in between, none of that shit. You can't have a boyfriend and a girlfriend because it's still at the end of the day, you still like boys. So there is no in between. You either like boys or you don't. If you carry a purse, that don't mean you like boys. We got to get out of that. Friend, I know what you going to say. We finna argue. Me and my friend is finna argue, y'all. And for the first time in forever, this might be the only time y'all ever see this. Me and my friend is finna argue. Go ahead, friend. Because I feel like you finna be judgmental of the boy bag. And I don't like it.
I'm not. I want you to finish.
No, I'm done.
No, you're not. Because I want you to tell the people who you thought came out looking better after the press conferences, after the wardrobe. How did you feel about what was said during the press conference, and who came out looking better to you from the two press?
I normally don't do this, but I'm going to give Ryan a little bit of credit. I'm going to go Tank in New York and Ryan in California. Ryan was talking his shit in California, but he was at home. He's in front of his people. Most of the time, a lot of people do talk shit when they in front of his people. They got backup. So they was on Tank's side of town. All Tank folks was up in there in that New York shit. Till Ryan got home, talked his shit. So it's a 50-50 currently, right now. I'm going to give Tank New York, Ryan California.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to read these super chats and I'm going to let y'all know how I felt about all of the pressers. Phenomenal Mexican, he says game blouses. And
okay, wait, friend, before you read that. Yes, sir. I do go in on the Freaky Fighter. I'm going to tell you why. Because your Freaky Fighter was out there with his hands on his knees and his ass in the air, moving that bitch up and down. There's a difference between carrying a purse in fashion and shaking your ass on some weird nigga shit. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit for y'all. Like, if y'all want me to get out here and be mad because these boys are wearing that shit as a part of fashion and y'all got to be out there shaking his booty, nah, no. I am going to talk about the Freaky Fighter. I'm going to call him a Freaky Fighter, all that shit. But what I'm telling you, I don't care if it is your favorite fighter or not your favorite fighter. What I'm telling you is there's a difference between a Freaky Fighter and fucking fashion. These men are wearing satchels. Like these white rich men, they wear that shit. They got that shit on. If you're not wearing that, hey, you just not wearing it. You're just not wearing it. But to sit up and call somebody gay and all that shit because they wearing a bag, you're reaching. It's a reach. If that's the case, if he gay for wearing a purse, we gay for wearing sweatpants. Because I know you own a pair of sweats and some sneakers, don't you? You're a lesbian. All right. Lesbo. You're a lesbian. Then if we're gay, if he's gay, I mean you're gay because I got on some sweatpants right now and some sneakers.
Sweatpants and sneakers are unisex.
No, friend, no, it's not. Because if you go over to the men's section, they got a different pair of sweats than they got over there in your section.
There are no purses in any man's store. None.
Yes, there is.
No, they're not.
Yes, there is. They have plenty bags in men's stores.
No, I haven't seen none. I'm not. I digress. Go. You. I want you to get done before I say a word.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing, friend. You go ahead. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna get to the bottom of my glass.
Okay.
My Wendy's cup.
Because I'm almost at the bottom of
I
mine,
know this is
and
fixing to go bad for
and the chat
everybody.
can tell. They can certainly tell.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna get to the bottom of my cup, and then we just gonna figure out where we at the end of it.
Man, this is about to be a great night. Okay, so Big Dog Willie says, "Hello, my beautiful queens. Canelo cheated con. Fact. Big Dog Willie, I really admire your persistence when it comes to con. I don't most channels that I tune into, I see you in the chats, and you are always very persistent about your love for Mir Khan. So shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. So guys, I have thoughts about the presser. Okay. So that 2 hour wait that we basically were waiting, Tank was flexing his A side flex. Apparently, that's what he was doing. He said he apologized for being late and blah blah blah. But this is coming from a middle-aged woman. Fuck your apology about being late, bitch. You were completely unprofessional. I don't appreciate that, and it was some fucking bullshit. Okay, there's that. And so then once he got his ass there, almost 2 hours late, I was expecting like not My Little Pony. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So the first thing I thought of was, okay, he's coming in here with a periwinkle jacket on. Okay. This motherfucker is periwinkle. Okay. That's the color. I'm thinking unicorns. And then I'm further solidified in thinking unicorns because when I get to his hooves, when I get to his fucking feet, they are bedazzled with
What
sequins.
did you say? When you got to his what? What did you say?
His hooves, his fucking feet, they were bedazzled with sequins and whatnot. So I was pissed off. I was already mad because we were 2 hours late. I'm fucking in Rome trying to figure the shit out. And then I was pissed. Okay. And so then you come in there and I didn't put two and two together until after I saw the second presser. Okay. So the first presser, whoever Tank's stylist is, because I'm going to say he has a stylist. Somebody put that shit together for him and said, woo, woo, this is going to get him. Because he could not have put that shit together himself. He couldn't have. But whoever his stylist is, shout out to you. Because you're a big fan of Grease, like I am. And because there were two press conferences, you decided you were going to tip your hat to the pink ladies. And then on the second presser, you were going to tip your hat to the fucking T-Birds. Because that's what he came in there looking like. He came in there looking like, summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. That's what the fuck he came in there looking like. Okay. Who said to do that? First thing they said was, oh, he was late because he had a haircut. His haircut was ran over. But you came in with a fitted New York cap with some Paul Bunyan fucking shorts on with a periwinkle fur and some bedazzled sneakers. Who said, and a green purse? It was a purse. Okay, we ain't gonna say no satchel. We ain't gonna say a man bag. We ain't gonna say a merce. He had a purse. So I didn't know if he wanted to be a pink lady or if he was giving a nod to the Alpha Cap Alphas because the fucking bag was green. He had on like a pink periwinkle fur. I don't know. But I didn't like it. I didn't like nothing about it. Y'all know how I feel about folks saying that they are the guy, but you come in there dressing like what you was dressing like. Okay, so we have the first press conference, right? And not only was Tank looking like he was looking, I have to agree with you. Ryan was looking like he was straight up out of a fucking NSYNC video from 1995 or something. I don't know what the stylists were on that day. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing that the older men showed out. Okay. Now Bernard Hopkins came in looking like Freddy Krueger, like a nice version of Freddy. Okay. Oscar looked nice, and shout out to Leonard Ellery. Okay, listen, Leonard with the gray, it minimizes the nose. The nose doesn't say bam. The black Beijing makes the nose say bam. But when he's mellowed out in his natural, nice gray, natural, nice, icy white beard, it looks so good on him. Shout out to Leonard freaking Ellery. I hope y'all be listening to us, because let that die go. Let the Beijing make it. That did wonders for you, Leonard. I mean, wonders for you. Might I add, I was shocked to see that Leonard Ellerby was even there. Okay? Which leads me to believe that Floyd decided to take a step back. You're still with TMT, my guy. Leonard Ellerby is not up there just because he likes you. He's not up there just because it was cool to be there. Nah, he up there because you're still a part of TMT. And that's cool. I'm glad y'all figured out that Floyd needs to take a step back. Let you do you. Great. I ain't mad at that. Leads me to another thing, but I'll get to that later. So then we have the LA presser, and he comes in as Danny Zuko. Okay, he's a cool rider, If cool enough, he can burn me through. Listen, okay, so. Listen, I love Grease. One of my favorite musicals, top 3 for me. But that's what your stylist did to you. I don't know if you are aware of that, but your stylist said he's going to be a pink lady in New York. And then we're going to have him be a T-bird in Los Angeles. That's what you were, Tank. I don't know if you know that, but that's what you were. So then I feel like you, friend, I agree. Tank, I don't necessarily agree, because Tank lost me with being late at the New York presser. I didn't like that.
Mind games, friend.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that. But Ryan, on the other hand, to me, definitely got the best of the presser in Los Angeles. I don't know if it was because he felt more confident at home. I don't know. But he definitely got the best of Tank for me in the presser when he made the statement that, Tank seemed a little agitated, kept saying you only have one punch. You're not a complete boxer, which led me to believe, well, if he's not a complete boxer, why is you fighting him? What are you doing fighting him if he's not a complete boxer? Why would you fight him if he's only a one-trick pony? That doesn't pose a real threat to you. That's not a challenge for somebody who deems himself, already the face of boxing. For somebody who deems himself the best at 135, yet he has not a single real belt at 135. It just does not support your claim, Gervonta. So I gave that to Ryan. Okay. Tank said Ryan had on heels. That was probably the best line of the day for him. Other than that, I think Ryan pretty much got the best of that second presser. I I was upset that this whole thing took place this week because it really took away from the fight that we're getting tomorrow. It took away from Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison. It completely overshadowed that fight. I think they could have probably waited until next week to have that whole presser thing done for them. So I wasn't a fan of how PBC did that. But whatever. Kudos to them. And what we're going to get to next is what was revealed in these pressers, because that was very interesting. Friend, you and I haven't talked about it, but I've been looking at Twitter here and there, and I've seen some of your tweets and whatnot. Ryan revealed some very interesting information about the contract. Okay. And one of the biggest talking points that was taken away was that there's this rehydration clause that has got people, some people are like, what the fuck? And some people are like, well, this is nothing new. I want to ask you, how do you feel about this whole rehydration clause situation?
Originally, I was mistaken. Originally, before I had to go and do some research because I was uneducated on the topic, because I'm just a funny analyst. Sometimes I do have to take this shit serious. So I went and did some research. I was mistaken. I thought because it is easy for some people to lose 4 pounds, that 4 pounds would be nothing for somebody to lose, which I was wrong. These people are muscle. They don't have much fat. So 4 pounds is literally cutting off hair, like taking off your drawers. Like that used to be a joke when Tank used to have to come out there with the little piece of tissue. Um, it's not a joke. It's an actual factual thing. That's a lot of weight. Originally I was like, oh, this shit don't make no sense. Then like I started doing my research, and I didn't know that with doing that to themselves, potentially it could injure the fighter, not allowing him to rehydrate the way he needs to rehydrate. And also it decreases the water around the brain, and you can't replace the fluid around the brain. So I feel a certain type of way about it, especially with Tank being able to rehydrate to whatever the fuck he wants. Ryan would have to be on some type of whatever he have to do. He's gonna have to pay a fine. So if I was Ryan, pay your money, come in there how the fuck you want, whatever for your health. Pay that money and do what you need to do, because it make Tank look bad. And originally I wouldn't say that at the beginning of the week, because like I said, I do not take this shit serious, and I'm funny. So sometimes I do have to go be serious, do some research. So next time I have to repeat myself or say something, I say the things that I need to say, and it's right. So no, I don't agree with this. They should allow him to rehydrate to what's safe for him. We don't know what's safe for the next person though. We don't know what his good rehydration weight is, but the shit never should have been there in the first place. Y'all both fight at 140. Y'all both have fought at 135. Ryan currently is the bigger fighter. I do think it's unfair to him to rehydrate to 160 pounds and get in the ring with a 147 pounder. So, but I don't agree with it. When originally I was like, this is some bullshit. Whatever. I wish it wasn't there now, because, and I feel like this, if Ryan never fought Tank because of that, they talked about Jesus, not comparing him to Jesus, but shit, all you getting is some fucking criticism. Fuck these people. That's what it would have been at the end of the day. So, no, I don't agree with it. Am I happy the fight is happening? Yes. Do I think Ryan Garcia should just come in there, rehydrate, and pay that fucking fine? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if that pisses you off, I'm sorry, but it's true. If that boy go in there and get hurt, or if Ryan goes, I mean, if Tank goes in there and knocks Ryan out, we can already know that people are going to be saying because he dehydrated him. Tank won't get no credit for this because of that, because of the rehydration clause.
Meanwhile, they love to tell you how in sparring Tire Tank knocks out 147 pounders. He spars with light heavyweights, all of this other stuff. But I will say this: what's up, Contender Regime? How you doing, my guy? He says they both have to follow the rehydration
See,
clause.
that's where the miscommunication is, Contender, because some people are saying that Tank doesn't have to adhere to shit. It's Ryan that has to adhere to everything. So if it's equal, then my mouth is closed. It needs to be there. But if Ryan has to be on a rehydration level, whatever you want to call it, Tank does too.
Okay. And I agree with that too. If they both have the rehydration clause and they both have to abide by it, then I'm cool with that. Coach Amber says if you can make it, you should you should be allowed to rehydrate safely. I've had my ponytail cut off to make weight. You know what, Coach Amber? I've seen Sean Porter cut his braids off to make weight. Okay, every little inch counts. So if that is true, if all things are equal in the contract and they both have to abide by the rehydration clause, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because, as you said, Ryan signed the contract. He did not have to. Okay. He has been rolling around. He has been chasing Tank Davis for quite some time. He's been asking for this fight for a very long time. Tank Davis is the A side, so he reserves the right to add said clauses in the contract. Okay. He seems to believe that Ryan Garcia is gonna be huge, so he needed to do that. Now we all know that Tank is a smaller guy, so I can't say that I'm upset with him for saying he wants that clause in there, given that naturally Ryan is the bigger guy. The only thing that gives me cause to pause about it is because of the way Tank portrays himself, the way Tank's fans portray him. They seem to think that he can beat any and everybody. But when it comes to Ryan Garcia, who I feel like is not on the same skill level as he is, who he seems to feel like is not on the same skill level as he feels the need to add that kind of clause to this non-sanctioned fight. This fight is not for any belt. Okay. This is just a fight for money. That's what this is. This is a fight for money. Okay. Ryan Garcia, if he wins, is not winning a single solitary belt. Those all reside with Devin Haney. Okay. So he's not winning a belt. Tank is not losing a major belt. He's got the regular belt. Okay. He's got the JV belt. Okay. He's got the Mickey Mouse belt that he loves to call, you know. So I thought it was interesting. Okay, I'm not going to say good, bad, or indifferent. I just thought it was very interesting that somebody who feels like they have superior skills, who feels like this person only has one punch, thought it, you know, necessary to add this clause into the situation, especially since we've seen him fight at 140 before. Just saying. Just saying. Coach Amber, she came back. She says, you can also overhydrate and it will make you sluggish. I'm glad you said that, Coach Amber, because I've seen that before. I've seen that before. People don't understand. You know, I think his hydration clause, his rehydration clause, he can't come in over 10 pounds. That may be a good thing for Ryan, because I think him coming in over more than 10 pounds may be to his detriment. That doesn't always work in the favor of the boxer. But I thought it was very interesting. He was able to get that off. What that told me, what did that say to you about Tank? And what did that say to you about Ryan? For him to accept the clause, what did it say to you about Tank for putting the clause in?
It made me feel like Tank move a little funny. If it's gotta be frank. Big shit for Ryan to take it because I may or may not get hurt. I don't know, friend. They could have did without this shit. Really, they really could. They both swell up. Tank get big. We ain't gonna sit act like he don't. Ryan is big, so we're not gonna act like he not big. It was unnecessary, completely. Something for folks to do, have a big woo-ha about, because we already know what's gonna happen. Tank gonna knock him out.
You think so?
Tank finna flow that boy. Knock him smooth the fuck out. Ryan could be fast as fuck. That's a silver tooth child you fucking with. And I keep telling y'all, them silver tooth children are different.
Well, David say he ain't really a silver tooth child. Well, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. So how do you feel about Ryan for accepting the terms of that contract?
I think he dumb. I would have let them motherfuckers talk about me. I would have been all kind of 59 names under the sun, and I wouldn't have gave a motherfucker. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to fight him? Knowing this what he trying to do to me, let him do that shit to them bullshit ass folks he been fighting.
Very interesting. VJ, hey, VJ say it's called negotiations. We don't know what Ryan had on his side.
Is it because Tank not saying something, VJ? What if Tank came out and said, well, this is what they made me do to agree to the fight? Would you feel any different about it?
I don't know.
Because it really, if we just got to be factual, the only reason this shit got done is because Tank is the A side. If Ryan was the A side, he'd be doing the same shit to Tank. He would.
Same
you
shit
know he would.
As in rehydration clause?
You fucking Skippy. Because they know Tank swell up too.
Do you think he'd be fighting at a catch weight, or would he fight?
I do, because Ryan been fighting at a catch weight in between weights.
I'm saying, do you think he would fight at a catch weight, or would he just fight at 140?
I don't know. I think they would come to a middle agreement weight, because Tank fight at 135 and Ryan fight at 140. Tank ain't said he was moving up to 140.
But he has fought at 140 before.
He did. He took a chance, but he ain't say he was moving up there.
Okay. Well, hey, I know it's probably a little difficult for you to just go completely ham, because your favorite fighter has done similar things to his opponent.
Sorry, we're going to leave Canelo out of this.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Couldn't help it. But I just thought, for somebody who's very, very confident in his ability, that it was unnecessary. But more power to him for flexing his A-side muscle, because that's probably the biggest named person you'll be able to flex those A-side muscles on. You'll never, I don't think ever, see that flex on Loma. You'll never, ever see that flex on Shakur. And you'll absolutely never see that kind of flex on Devin. So he pulled the card that he could pull on Ryan, which is cool. I have no problem with that. I expect Ryan to lose this fight. He has everything in the world against him. If Gervonta Davis doesn't knock this man out in 6 or earlier, for me, it was all for naught. With all the advantages you have, you're the naturally smaller guy. Yeah, you blow up, you get chunky, whatnot, but you're not the naturally smaller guy. You're the naturally smaller guy. You're not the naturally bigger guy. So, you're putting your opponent at a slight disadvantage. I won't say major. I'll say slight disadvantage. We all know, before any of this extra stuff in the contract, visually, we know that Tank is a much better boxer, much better fighter than Ryan. I wasn't a fan of this fight from the start. I'm actually shocked that it actually came into fruition. I have to tip my hat to Ryan for agreeing to it, because I know that had he not agreed to this fight, and his reasoning for not agreeing to the fight was because of this clause, we would have chewed his ass up. We would have eaten him alive. We would not have allowed him to make it because he was chasing this fight. So we feel like he should agree with any of the conditions because Tank is the A side. So I tip my hat to Ryan Garcia. If he gets in that ring and he actually fights this fight, you won't hear me say a mumbling word about it. If he gets knocked the fuck out, he's supposed to at this point. I won't say a word. Okay. But what I took away from this little nugget of information that was given out is that a fight between Tank Davis and Devin Haney will never happen. Absolutely never happen. Because if he's handicapping Ryan, what the hell do you think he's gonna try to do to Devin if those negotiations ever take place? If he's handicapping Ryan, we're not going to ever have negotiations for that fight. So I'm just putting that out of my mind at this point. Let me get these super chats. Contender Regime, what's up, Contender? He says, if Ryan wouldn't have ducked Haney, fought him, and beat an undefeated world champ, he wouldn't be having this problem. He has zero leverage. Salute, Queens. And I agree. I absolutely agree. In my mind, Ryan has taken this opportunity to get a nice bag. He doesn't really care about winning. If he cared about winning, he would have took the opportunity to fight Devin when he was in position to do so. He has nothing to lose at this point. Nobody expects Ryan to win at this point. He's going to go in there, do his very BESS, maybe, and see what happens. But nobody's expecting anything from him at this point. So he's in a win-win situation. He's been handicapped from the very beginning. We didn't think he was going to win. Now knowing that, this clause is in there, we definitely don't think he has a chance. So nobody's expecting anything from Ryan Garcia. All he's expecting is his check. That's it. Tevis Smith. Hey, Tevis, thank you for coming through. Tevis says Tank knows he needs to be able to knock out an elite level fighter in his weight class, or people will doubt the validity of his power. Tank don't give a damn about proving nothing to his fans. Tank's goal is to get the bag. What I'm interested in is what happens after he wins against Ryan Garcia. What happens? VJ Harris came back. He says a fight between Tank and Devin won't happen because Devin daddy don't want to see Devin face down. I beg to differ, VJ. I beg to differ. Friend, come on back. Come on back. I beg to differ because Devin has been calling for this Tank fight longer than Ryan has. In some kind of mystical, magical way, Ryan seemed to get the fight. He doesn't fight for PBC. I mean, what? He doesn't fight for PBC. So why is it that Ryan was able to get this fight with Tank, and there was never an offer sent to Devin? I believe Devin has conceded that he is the B side, so he's just waiting on a contract. And I know people love to say, well, he tied up with Top Rank and blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, make him say no. Natasha Jones just did it with Clarissa. She said the contract wasn't right. Okay, don't have us speculate as friends that, because he's tied up and so, he won't accept the fight. Make him turn the fight down and then have to answer his fans. You've not yet sent a contract, my guy. So we'll never know. Because he's never going to send that contract. Because he knows he can never get off these terms with Devin that he got off with Ryan. That's what I left this whole kerfuffle thinking. We all knew that Tank is about his money. He don't give a goddamn about no belts. He don't give a super fuck about no legacy. He wants to make his money, and I'm not mad at that. But stop telling folks you the best at the division. Stop telling folks you the face of boxing. Even Canelo then lost because he faced the best boxing had to offer. You have not done that yet, sir. You cannot claim those things. Okay. Friend, what happens if Ryan lands his left hook in some kind of miraculous, magical way? Tank Davis gets hit and doesn't get up.
I don't believe in magic. I don't believe in magic. I don't believe in fairies. None of that furry, fantastic shit. I don't believe in none of that shit.
Well, you might want to believe in it because Tank had on furry, fairy jackets on that first press conference.
I don't believe it. And call him Timmy Turner because he got fairy godparents at this point. Ain't nobody hurt Tank. So, good luck to him. If that fucking shit land, it better be hard. Cause if Tank figure out I can take this, he in trouble. And Tank's gonna beat him up to the body. Tank gonna knock him out with a body shot.
I got Tank winning the fight.
With a body shot.
It would be miraculous if Ryan some kind of way pulls this off. But this is my thing. What happened? Who does Tank fight after that? Who does he go after that? Because he's the face of boxing. This is what they're billing this fight as. Whoever wins this fight is the new face of boxing. Damn Deontay Wilder. Damn Errol Spence. Damn anybody else.
Canelo is the face of boxing.
But they telling you he ain't.
No Canelo.
Let's
get that clear. It's gonna be some arguments in my own home today. I see what this gonna be. Nah. Canelo is the face of boxing. He gonna be the face of boxing until one of these other motherfuckers gets a Super Bowl commercial. Until then, get in a movie, you and your wife in a movie. Canelo is the face of boxing. What was the other question? Because I see it's trying to be some shit. What?
Who does Tank fight if and when
Frank Martin,
Garcia?
Devin. Him and Devin are lining this shit up to talk. They finna be the next Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford.
Well, if that's the case, they ain't gonna fucking fight.
Well, then him and Frank Martin next. Him and Frank Martin next.
You think he gonna fight Frank?
I mean, I feel like Frank wants to smoke.
I know Frank wants to smoke, but do you think he's gonna risk that?
Maybe.
Okay. Coach Amber, she says Ryan is willing to take the KOL, but he signed up for the fans' wish. Wish Bud would do the same. I agree, Coach Amber. I really, and y'all know I am not a Ryan Garcia fan. But I have to tip my hat to him for taking this fight because I did not think he would. I'm still a little skeptical about it actually playing out in the ring. I don't know. Anything can happen. But I'm really impressed that he signed his name on the dotted line. I can't lie. Phenomenal Mexican says, Stank, you want to fight Cruz again? Hell no. That's probably who he'll fight again. I don't think Tank has any interest in trying to fight Lomachenko. I don't think he has any interest in trying to fight Devin Haney. None. You think he's gonna fight Devin? If both of them are successful in these next fights, I
think they're trying to build up something that ain't gonna never happen. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be Spence versus Crawford all over again.
Speaking of Spence versus Crawford, I'm glad you said that.
About Spence versus fuck the both of them. I told y'all a couple of months ago I didn't want to talk about them motherfuckers unless what, friend? What did I say?
You didn't want to talk about them.
Because what, friend? If they wasn't gonna fight, fuck them. Remember how I said fuck them? I meant that shit.
You did.
I don't want to hear about no fucking what could have been, should have been, phone negotiations. They talking to each other on Twitter, text message, private message, DM. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the both. I love Errol Spence. Me and my folk will still pull up whenever he fighting in the stadium here. Okay, we still gonna support you. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck them niggas doing behind closed doors. I don't care. If they gonna fight, cool. I don't want to hear shit about it. You ain't finna get my fucking hopes up again. Got me talking shit to people. Yeah, the date I got was this day. That's what my little sources was telling me. The sources was the goddamn main people. Listen,
Had me already for November 15th.
we was serious too. I was like,
Dead ass.
the fuck? Nah, I don't want to. Fuck them. And fuck whatever they doing. Errol doing whatever he doing. Bud in movies. Good. Let's move on. What's next? Can we get what's next? If we're not gonna get what's next, whatever. Hey, I'm leaning on UFC, and the worst thing you can do is get me off boxing.
No, friend, you can't get off boxing because even though those two haven't solidified anything, there's a lot of good boxing coming up. A lot. Phenomenal Mexican says, Stink, you got to get out of line. And I'm calling Loma Floyd. Phenomenal Mexican. First of all, why is you calling us Stink? But I digress. I'm with you as far as the Crawford and Spence situation. I don't want to hear about no personal talks. I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear anything except the fight date. If it's happening, say it's happening. Tell me when. I'm signed. I'll get my ticket. Other than that, I don't want to hear anything. You guys have worn out your welcome as far as trying to stir up the fans in that fight. I don't care. I really wish that if that's not going to happen, EJ, go ahead and move up to 154. I'm not here for any kind of negotiations. I'm only here for the fight date. Okay. If y'all ain't dropping dates on the fight, don't drop nothing. Don't drop no mess. Don't drop no they talking. I don't want to hear none of that. Shut up. Shut y'all's ass up. Cause see that public negotiations that y'all did the last time, it didn't work. It did not work. It didn't do nothing but piss fans off. Okay. We still mad. All right. Stop it. We don't want to hear nothing about that. Next thing we want to hear is a fight date. And if that's not coming, I'll need to hear whenever y'all fight.
It's not coming. It's never coming.
Okay, well then, who else you fighting at this point? And if you ain't fighting nobody, bon voyage. Arrivederci. Bye.
What's next? Like, let's just move on at this point. I do not want to talk about Spence versus Crawford whatsoever. And even if they make the fight, I don't want to see shit until they start doing the pressers. And even still, I don't want to see it because somebody might get hurt. Y'all ain't finna ruin my appetite. No.
Man, listen. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not getting caught up in the Spence versus Crawford, but what has caught my attention in the world of boxing is this amped up feud. You know, there's always back and forth. They always throwing low blows and subtle shots and whatnot to each other. And, you know, people, believe that Bill Haney is just doing too much talking as far as Devin Haney is concerned. But, Devin had a series of tweets here lately that have ruffled some feathers. And he pulled a Tank Davis. He tweeted and deleted. And he made a few, comments that, put old purse carrying Tank out there a little bit. Like, what happened in LA? Who got your jewels and whatnot? Like, what is he talking about? Did you read that tweet?
I read all of these tweets. I read all of them. I just need to keep my comments to myself because I'm going to end up saying the wrong thing. Because at this point, my cup is empty.
And mine ain't empty yet.
Now it's empty. And with that being said,
now it's empty.
I need to refrain from speaking on this because I don't like the male mouse. Just like y'all shouldn't be posting these fucking sparring tapes. I didn't. Why y'all talking about who got their jewels robbed and stole, and who mamas lives in the hood and all that shit? If that nigga would have said your daddy was in jail, you would have had your face toe up.
Not really, because everybody knows that already. But everybody knows his mama lived in the hood too.
If somebody would have told him that your daddy wasn't in your life because he spent majority of your life in jail, there would have been some tore up faces. Tank didn't say that shit.
Because that ain't really true. He was in jail, but he wasn't in jail the majority of the time.
Jail is jail. I don't give a fuck how long you in. 1 month, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year is all the same to me in the penitentiary, friend. Honey bun and noodles. Jail is jail. Hood is hood.
We all know these things, though.
Nah. No. I don't like that shit. I wouldn't have said that. But it was giving.
Yes, you would have. The menace. Yes, the hell you would have.
Caucasian. And the Caucasian in me would have never said those things. The Caucasian in me would have been like, let's fight. That's what I would have said, friend. I wouldn't have got up there and said no shit like that. I'm lying. Okay? But
you
with that
are!
I did. I said I was lying.
Okay.
I would talk about your mama. I talk about kids. All that
everybody.
Shit. I talk about everybody. But I don't talk about kids like what y'all think. If you put yourself in a line of fire where you have offended me personally, like you actually did something to me, your whole family can get it. The mama, the daddy, the kids, the granny, the granddaddy, uncles, aunties, cousins, all of them can get it.
So why was this so offensive?
It was offensive to me because your mama from the hood was unwarranted. Okay. Then nobody no. You just don't say that shit, friend, out of the nowhere. You just don't say that. Okay.
There was context behind it though. There was. Oh shit. I don't know who she looking at like that. BJ, I hope that's not you. There was context behind the comment. He was referring to Gervonta not being as hood as he tries to portray. That's all he was saying, friend. Just like people say to him, you ain't from Oakland, your daddy is. Same thing. That's how I took it. But I'm a Devin fan, so hey, the thing is, y'all, this isn't like something we don't know. We all know the story of Gervonta Davis, his relationship with his mother. If you're a boxing fan, and the reason why I'm saying that is because this is public knowledge. Like they've done a whole part of his All Access has exposed all of this shit. So this is not like new news to nobody. Why are we mad? Why are we offended? Those are fighting words. Now, he's trying to get the fight.
Again, you started the mama shit. Now if Tank bring the silver tooth out on your ass and start clapping back on you, then don't nobody need to say whatever to come out of Tank's mouth. Because Tank like me, he don't give a fuck what come out of his mouth. So if he say it, I don't want to hear shit talking about, oh, he shouldn't have never said that to Devin. There is no limits when you come at me first.
Well, I don't know who came and who first, because this has been a long
Devin fucking started that shit. They were all in the fucking gym. They saw each other. And see, let me ask you from a friend's point of view, because what the fuck did y'all want Tank to do? Run down on him? Cause Tank got a fight coming up.
That's what. Okay, so I didn't understand that tweet. I didn't know if that was like something recent that they saw each other at the Lifetime Fitness. I don't know.
It was recent, apparently.
Okay.
But what did anybody want Tank to do? Did they want Tank to run down on him?
No, not at all. But then, if you calling him a pussy and whatnot on the Twitter, then I would assume you might walk by and be like, "You fucking pussy."
And then what? Then what?
And then whatever happens.
And then they would have fought, and then that would have ruined Tank versus Ryan.
Well, ooh, I could be a bitch right now, but I'm not.
Let's go. Let's get some tonight, because I'm telling you, this is fixing to go far. Go ahead, friend.
Well, I mean, it just would have been another incident. He's not a stranger to having incidents.
Oh, now this would have been another incident. Now, if he would have busted that little nigga and knocked him out, then Tank would have been the motherfucking bully. Then
shoulda, coulda. That's what he said he is anyway.
Motherfucking, but
that's what he say he is.
Ass for picking himself up in front of his fucking peers.
Friend, that's what he say he is anyway. If you that guy, be that guy.
I'm not friend. I'm not gonna go knock that girl out that I don't like in front of her people.
You don't have to knock her out.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna knock her out in front of her people. I'm not gonna embarrass her like that.
Why? Yes, you would.
No,
you would.
No, I wouldn't. I'm a sweetheart friend. You know I'm nice. There's only certain times that I act like that.
Friend, if it's somebody you don't like, yes, you would.
Friend.
Yes, you would.
No,
yes,
I wouldn't have. No. I don't believe you.
You gonna sit up here and lie to these people?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. What I'm gonna tell you is, what was he supposed to do? Run down on him?
No, he wasn't supposed to run down on him. But you definitely don't act like you don't see him.
I'm gonna act like I don't see your motherfucking ass. Because if I act like I see you, then there might be a problem.
Okay. So is this how you felt about? See, I take this the same way I take Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
I wouldn't motherfucking hug your goddamn ass. Fuck, I'm gonna hug you for. Why would they say anything to each other? Like, it's causing for conflict. If something happens and Tank can't do shit to put nothing else in jeopardy. He already got 500 fucking court cases that I refuse to fucking talk about because I don't give a shit about his life outside of the ring. Okay. Are you gonna fight or not?
Okay.
But if he would have ran down on him and put that fight in jeopardy, y'all would have been calling him all kind of fucked up ass names. I can't believe Tank did that shit, blah, blah, blah. He could have waited to fight Devin. Fuck y'all. Boxing fans is always goddamn complaining about fucking something. Shut the fuck up.
Well, all I know is I don't want to hear you type. I don't want to read nothing that you tweet.
Devin is the one that got on Twitter.
He did.
Okay.
He got on Twitter because Tank is telling everybody that he's the guy at 135. He's the guy in all of boxing.
So did you suggest that he run down on him?
No, don't run down on him. You don't have to run down on him, but keep a little bit. You don't even have to keep the same energy.
What do you suggest that he do, Olivia Lanika Newton-John? What the hell do you suggest that he do?
If you calling him a bitch on Twitter, if you calling him a pussy on Twitter, and you see him in real life, I mean, I would probably not expect you to run down on him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting there to be a kerfuffle. Not a full-blown one, but an old pussy-ass nigga or old hoe-ass nigga. You was a bitch. Something. And maybe I'm wrong for that. I don't know. My cup is empty. Maybe. So
you wanted interaction, friend, between
Let me drink some water.
So yes! Now I'm finna go I'm about to go read the hash because apparently. So what would have happened once the words got heated? These niggas in the gym amongst their friends where they are showing out. So if they saying words at this point, and who punched first? And then we punching down on each other. Now Tank can't fight.
Yes, he can.
He can't.
Yeah,
because if he get because somebody gonna call the police because they in a white establishment.
No, they ain't gonna call the police.
Friend.
Because it's boxer on boxer. It's
this
not
ain't
like
no damn boxer on boxer. They in the fucking public.
Oh, okay. All
What you wanted him to do, friend? It sounds like you wanted him to run down on him. Walk up to him and call him a pussy ass nigga to his face is what I feel like you saying.
I do.
You're asking for confrontation.
I am.
That would have went wrong. You can't approach no silver tooth kid with no bullshit.
Why
Devin
not?
couldn't have just walked up. Devin didn't walk up on Tank, did he?
He looked for him
Now,
to walk up on him.
I can look for you all day.
But you the one with the animosity, not me.
But so what? You mad at me because I was saying the shit that I was saying?
You the one with the animosity.
Friend,
so if you feel like that, I'm right here. I'm right here in your face. All that
I'm
shit
right
you
here.
was feeling,
If
all
Devin
that you
was feeling
feeling
some
on
type
Twitter,
of way about the
we
shit
can
Tank
discuss
said,
it
he should have ran down on him.
in living color.
Run down.
You didn't want to say nothing. You just
Devin didn't say nothing. He got on Twitter and expected Tank to walk up to say something to him.
No, he didn't get on Twitter just because. Well, this is the thing. I don't know when that incident happened. Let me just say that. I don't know when that happened. But I believe Devin got on Twitter because Tank made a comment about
Nah,
to be him.
Devin got on Twitter because
Why?
he wanted to say, I seen your ass in the motherfucking gym and you ain't say shit. But you also saw him and you ain't say shit either.
No, but that's why I want to know when this happened. Because if you saw him in the gym and you didn't say shit, and then you had your press conference and you had all that shit to say about folks wanting to be you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah, I'm going to say something on Twitter after that. Absolutely. That
Run down on me. Don't talk on Twitter.
You know what I want?
Me.
You know what I want? You know what I want?
Tell me, friend.
I want Devin to have his ass front row and center at this fight. That's what I want.
And then what?
I want him to be there, and I want him to shit on whoever wins this fight. Because y'all acting like whoever wins this fight is the face of boxing, but whoever wins this fight ain't shit until they motherfucking fight me. That's what I want him to say.
That is the only fact. Because if we gotta go by the motherfucking legal shit of boxing, Devin is the guy because he got all the belts. But
that's all I'm saying.
Tank is the guy because he got the bread.
Does he?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Does he? Do we know that?
The winner of this fight is supposedly gonna be the face of motherfucking boxing.
That's what they saying.
He's that guy. Devin ain't fighting on pay-per-view, friend.
Well, I concede that. Those are facts. Those are facts. But do we know the actual factual money of these two fighters? Do we know that?
Nigga. Nah, we don't know their actual net worth. Now, I'm not talking about their net worth. Their net worth might be different things. But when it comes to selling some shit, this is Spence versus Crawford all fucking over again. Because Tank is that guy, Devin is Bud.
Well, this is the thing. Devin's not Bud. Because Devin has already conceded that he's the B-side.
Well, then, as long as he know his spot. And
that's why I so want.
And he gonna get that B-side treatment. I want you to know that.
He is. Okay. But this is the deal. You can only get so much B-side treatment when you're the undisputed fucking champion. You can't sun me like you sunning Ryan. You can try, but you can't.
Says who though, friend?
Says
apparently
me.
He's sunning already. He made him go run on Twitter because he didn't acknowledge him in the gym.
Says me.
Let me go tweet because Tank didn't say anything to me when he see me.
With his punk ass.
That wasn't no punk ass. Punk ass gonna go get my ass on Twitter and tweet about the shit when I could have ran down on a motherfucker.
Why I'm running down on you?
Why not? I'm mad about the shit that you saying about me. If you say some shit about me, friend, and I don't fucking like it, and I see you out, I'm coming to you. You ain't gotta approach me with the shit.
This is why I want to know the time frame. Because you're absolutely right. I agree with you. If this happened and this was before or after all the shit happened with the presser, that's why I feel like this happened before the press conference. And nothing was said about it. There was nothing to say about it. It was cool. But then you had your press conference with Ryan Garcia and the journalists who are doing their job ask you about the undisputed champion in your weight division. And then you get mad and shit. and you say what you say. So then, yeah, I'm gonna tweet about it, bitch. You talking that good hot shit now, but when you saw me, that ain't what you were talking none of that good hot shit. So yeah, I'm gonna address it now. Yeah, I am.
Of course,
But
address it when you want. You didn't address it when you saw me.
I didn't have to.
Yeah, you should have.
I
But
didn't know because we both have fights.
We both
have
got
fights.
Twitter fingers.
We both have fights coming up. There was no need to address it. But if you gonna address me in that kind of way while you talking about the fight, that you need to be worried about Brian. But you talking about me because the people asked you about me, then yeah, I'm gonna fucking address it. Bitch, you just saw me in a fucking Lifetime Fitness and you didn't have this kind of energy for me. What the fuck? Go get your jewelry, homeboy. Since you're so hard.
That's so offensive.
I'm just saying, go get your
And you know what? That's fine. Go get your jewelry, Tank. Now, if Tank go get his jewelry back, it's going to be something else. Then it'll be something else after that. Then it'll be something else after that. And I just want to clear something to you, Willie Williams. I didn't change up on Devin. What happened was when I first started doing this shit, I had favorites just because I fucking wanted to have a favorite. That was my baby. That's my guy. Still is my baby. Still is my guy. That's my sweet little child.
Yeah, I'm giving stepmama. It's giving stepmama to me.
I love that movie. I love that movie. And I feel like Tubi did a great thing with that. And secondly, what I'm telling you is he's still my guy. But I had to learn to read bullshit, separate shit from some shit, and look at shit differently. So I'm looking at things differently. My love for Devin has not changed. I don't like how they do shit. I don't like how they move. That just started. Huh?
You don't like how Devin and Bill move?
It ain't Devin. It's not Devin.
It's Bill.
It's getting rubbed off on Devin. I don't know. Them belts got shit on it. I told you it started acting funny when them belts. I want them to take them belts and burn them. He didn't listen to me. So,
well, if you don't like how Devin moving,
I don't like how I don't like how Tank is fucking moving sometimes either.
Okay, I was just finna say now, friend. Now
listen, let me tell y'all, I'm not finna sit up and kiss nobody's fucking ass. Y'all know that's not me. Tank moving funny sometimes too. So do Devin. All of these motherfuckers is moving funny. Errol move funny. Mega Mel about the only one that ain't moving weird to me right now. Okay.
Now hold on, Harpo. What is you talking about? What is you saying? Errol is moving funny. Elaborate, please. Elaborate.
Where the fuck is the fight, Errol? Where the fuck is the fight?
Is this his fault now?
Is that where his fight at? Yeah, him not fighting is him fault. Timothy can find him a fight by now. I never should have listened to you and let you make me drink. I don't drink anymore. Now I'm belligerent and saying shit that I'm going to regret in the fucking morning. The fuck? Where's the fight, Errol?
Okay, let me explain.
Please, give me a fucking answer.
Okay, so Errol really wants to be undisputed, friend. To his detriment. I will agree to that. To his detriment, he really wants to be undisputed. So he has decided to go back into negotiations with Terrence Crawford. Now, I, for one, was never on board with him fighting Keith Thurman because he was so adamant about never fighting him. Like I told y'all before, I would have been disappointed. Errol is my guy. He is my favorite boxer currently that is fighting. So I'm going to, more so than not, I'm going to roll with whatever he does, okay, unless he fucking up. But he didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. People were trying to make him fight Keith Thurman. He did not want to fight that man. So I feel a way about him kind of holding up his career and chasing Bud Crawford. I do. I get it. I feel the same way. But he's my guy. And I want him to get what he wants, which is undisputed.
Where is the fight, Nik?
It's coming. It's coming.
When? It's almost May.
I think they're going to announce the fight during Benavidez and Plant. And I'm glad I said Benavidez and Plant because, well, y'all, we running long today. We had an hour and 50 minutes, friend. Benavidez and Plant's first All Access came out today. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to see it I'm going to watch it when we get off of here tonight. But I think they're going to be finalized by Benavidez and Plant, and I think that's when we're going to get a fight announcement. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm crossing my fingers, toes, and eyes for. That's what I'm really hoping for. But to a detriment, he is chasing Terrence Crawford, and if they can't get her done this time around, let it fucking go, EJ. Okay, let it go, cause your fans, your real fans, we tired. Okay, we is tired. All right, we motherfucking tired. Okay, F Terrence Crawford with a sick rhinoceros pizzle. If the shit can't get done this time, let it go.
They ain't fighting. Announce something else. Let's move the fuck on. Errol, where is the fight? I want to get out. I want to go outside, and I don't want to have to go real far to have to go do some shit. And you right up the fucking street. Announce the fucking fight already.
I'm thinking it's coming March 25th, friend.
All right, and if it don't show up March 25th, when we do that show that week, I'm coming here. I'm cussing everybody out.
Me too.
I'm tired of waiting.
Me too. We gonna cuss everybody out. I agree. We gonna cuss everybody the hell out. It's one more thing that I want to get your opinion about that tickled the shit out of me when I was able to scroll through YouTube. Friend, why they had Jake Paul out there running like that? What was that about?
Friend, I still don't know. I feel like Moneybag Yo, I still don't know. I still don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know why he thought that was okay. He took off in a full fucking sprint. Like they was finna beat his ass. Like he was finna get stomped out. Like he showed up as a blood to a crib party. Like that's how I felt seeing him burn out like that. Like, bro, where you going? Are you okay? Are you okay? He took off in a sprint. Floyd say, where you going? Why you come here? He was like, no, bitch, I'm fixing to run away from you. The fuck? He put his backpack on his back and took off, friend. All I seen is a white streak, and he was far. Like he got away so quick. I was like, oh, he need to take on track now. Cause he quick. Why was he running from Floyd? Was he finna get stumped out?
I don't know. He wasn't trying to stay around to find out. I know that. He wasn't taking no chances. I know that. Cedric Taylor, thank you, Cedric. He says, loving the show. Made me spit out my Ciroc. Y'all ass is crazy. Love it though. Salute Queens from the ATX. Hey, Austin, Texas. How you doing? Thank you so much. Man, listen. VJ, are you trying to get cussed out today? Like, we cool and all, but don't.
He really been really cutting
you
up.
You trolling this evening? That's what we doing?
I don't know. You know what? No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's a birthday coming up, so he feel like this is his month to just act of ignorant.
Oh, he just cutting up to the.
That's it. He need to. You know how you have to whoop your kid once a week? Every day for 30 days straight. He needs an ass whooping because it's something every day.
Mm-hmm. All right, BJ. Don't make me don't. You know my eyes is low tonight. Don't you do that. Hey, sweet baby Chance. What is he still doing up, Quail? It is 11. It's almost
spring break, ma'am. Let Chance be great. Chance, you better go have fun.
Child, that's please. My baby, sweet baby Chance. Okay, so friend, is there anything else? Because we have covered a lot tonight. We missed y'all. I missed y'all. I did. I ain't gonna even lie. I missed y'all.
We had a lot of stuff to cover, and I really think we covered just about all of it that I could think of. Tony Harrison tomorrow, Sunday for people in Australia that watch. Did we talk about the Conor Ben interview last week?
No, girl, what interview?
God, Connor Ben got up there and basically just fucking victim blaming. Like, he is the victim. He ain't done shit wrong. He's the victim and he's ready to fight again, basically. And not too many words. Y'all make sure y'all watch Plant versus Benavidez All Access. It dropped
yes.
today.
I'm going to see that. I'm tuning into that as soon as we get off of here.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm a
wait
little
to
too
see that.
inebriated tonight.
BJ, you remind me when I see you the face. I'm gonna pinch you. I'm gonna pinch a plug out of you because you cutting up in these comments this evening. Okay.
He finna get blocked up out of here and then show up next week is what's finna happen.
You better knock it off.
Oh, and you know what? Okay, before we go, because I'm
Yes.
seeing this photo floating around a lot. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, boxing fans have like a weird obsession with like homosexuality. And I want to tell y'all something. It's not giving what it's supposed to give when y'all do this.
What
Please stop posting the picture of Tank and AB. Please stop posting the picture of Errol Spence Jr. and Yellow Beezy. Like, first off, as straight men, why do y'all have those photos saved in y'all phone? And don't tell me it's to troll. Cause I don't know no straight man that play like that. I don't know no straight man that got a picture of two men kissing in their phone. If you do, all you men in here, can press one in my chat side, boys? If you got two pictures, some pictures of some men that might be kissing, may or may not be kissing in y'all phone. Do y'all have that? No. No. Yes. No. I just don't think that you guys should be having those type of things saved in your phone. It's really strange to me that you do.
Very strange. Very, very strange.
Oh,
And listen,
go ahead, friend. Go
no,
ahead.
you go
No,
ahead,
no,
finish.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say
Well,
what you said.
what I was gonna say is this. Everything is not gay. Okay. There are actual men who have relationships with other men who are friends. They are tight, close, confidants, and friends. And maybe if you don't have a relationship like that, it may be hard for you to understand that kind of relationship. It does not make you gay. It does not make you homosexual if you have a true friend, a home. What do y'all call them? Homies, homeboy, my dude, my guy. It doesn't make you gay to have one of those. What I will say is this, though. I hate that we're in the era where everybody posts every fucking thing, like every picture, every video that you share. Just know that the shit can be used against you. So don't share every fucking thing with people, okay? Everything is not meant for the general public to see. And it still don't mean you gay, but you know how some shit's sacred. When I was in Rome, I went to the Sistine Chapel. We were able to take pictures of everything except for that. The Roman Catholics, they serious about this shit. Ain't no pictures being taken in the Sistine Chapel. Some shit is just supposed to be sacred. It ain't for every goddamn body. All right. So if you put shit out there, know that it's a chance, especially questionable looking shit. It might just be between you and your homeboy. There were some pictures of the two main actors in Creed that people had shit to say about. There's nothing wrong with you having a friend. There's nothing wrong with men showing affection to each other. It doesn't mean you're homosexual. It doesn't mean you're gay.
Y'all need to learn to find out what the fuck emotions is. I know a lot of y'all don't know what that is and what to do with them, but
in Chicago, Al, no, I don't really think that a straight man is like smooth hanging with a gay man, like on the regular. But there are straight men who know men that are gay, and they're not cool. You could be cool with a gay dude and not be gay. You don't have to be his best friend.
Be his best friend. It ain't gonna change you as a person.
It won't.
You comfortable with your fucking self, you
It
weirdo.
really won't. It won't. And I'm not advocating for homosexuality or no shit like that. I'm just saying everything ain't gay. But I will throw this in here. When you add stuff like purses and fingernail polish to the mix, it gives people cause to pause. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Friend, is there anything else you want to say to the good people this evening?
No, friend. Oh yeah, I do. Come back. We got one more thing to talk about, then we finna get the fuck out of here for real. Okay. Did you hear Tyson Fury? Usyk agreed to 70 fucking 30.
Friend, when that man called him greedy belly, I didn't hear nothing else after that. I didn't hear nothing
I
else.
told you he's funny, friend. He funny as fuck. He funny as fuck. Like, he really is the Joker in real time. I'm so excited about that shit. I know Tyson Fury gonna beat him. But
when he said greedy
belly,
I didn't hear nothing else after that. I didn't hear nothing else
he
after
said
that.
that like he knew the bottom of Tyson Fury's stomach was fucking sweaty. I was like, this is sick. Nasty. This is nasty work. I'm disgusted by you, Usyk. Why the fuck did you call him greedy belly?
Cause he know he a fat nasty dog. That's why he just a fat nasty dog.
Friend, Tyson Fury always win me money, bro. So like, this gonna be a hard one for me. I don't know.
Listen, I was trying to understand the rest of what Usyk was saying. And he said something about him donating $1 million to the Romanian people. I don't know what all of that means. I don't know. So I'm not just gonna believe that this fight is actually happening. I don't believe it yet. That's what he said, but he said a whole bunch of other stuff after that. I don't know if Tyson is going to agree to that. I don't know. But they're trying to act like this fight is happening. And we don't talk about this enough. They are holding up unification, not even unification, but they're holding up undisputed in the heavyweight division. And they're holding up undisputed in the light heavyweight division. And I don't like that. Okay.
But y'all always complaining about the welterweights holding up the division. But you know what? I'm going to sip my air because I didn't drink off my shit. So I'm sipping air tonight. But yeah.
Anyway,
BJ, you finna get blocked.
Oh God. Thank y'all so much for coming through and spending this whole big old 2 hours and 2 minutes, 3 minutes with us. Had a blast. We missed y'all, so we ran a little late tonight. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the fight tomorrow. We'll be back on Sunday to hash it all out. Come on, USA, Tony Harrison, bring it on home. And we'll be talking about the All Access that I'm about to watch when I get off here live. Love y'all. Friend, is there anything else you want to say to the wonderful people?
No. I just want y'all to know we are currently at 2.71. Our next goal is 3K. We coming up on that shit fast because y'all are like sharing and all that shit with your friends. We got a shitload of haters. A lot of people telling us we not good enough to do this shit and we not shit and we little time and we not growing. But I want y'all to know that's not the case because people fuck with us. Oh yeah, friend. We get a shitload of criticism.
Is that what they're saying?
They said you know what? It's hating ass men that's saying this shit too. Thank you to all of our ladies that support us. Y'all ain't never got no fuck shit to say. Miss Denise, thank you for coming through with the fucking retweet likes, all that shit every day that you do because you be with the shit, Miss Denise. Thank you so much. But yeah, they be hating on us, friend. But you know, a hater gonna do what a hater gonna do. They know we them girls.
Well, we just a nice little YouTube channel that's trying to climb and scratch and claw our way up the ladder. You know.
If you don't like it, guess what you can do? Eat some meat. And I don't mean deer meat.
Alrighty. Well, y'all, we'll see y'all on Sunday. Thank y'all for coming through. Love you. Glad to be back on the soil. Be looking out for my recap of Rome this week coming. I can't wait to talk to y'all about that. But we'll see y'all Sunday. Thank you so much. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Sunday.